Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see, the Coyotes taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bulldogs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coyotes offense will start this game off. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Coyotes moving quickly to the line. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're recruiting your own players and trying to keep the Wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to screw your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
So Mississippi State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Now on second down. Handoff to the single running back. He's brought down at the 41-yard line to pick up a 5 and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stops at the 23.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs. Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Snags it over the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and we'll see what they do to finish off this drive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tosses it incomplete. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take a touchback. And now this offense will take the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. Off he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Coyotes come to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw it. Gonna let it fly. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
and I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
Immediately fires to the middle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Akron. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Coyotes will hustle to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Snagged in the middle. It's Beal. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Up-tempo for the offense. Dialing up a second down pass play. That's reeled in. It's Beal. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He's going to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On second down, he'll fire. They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Coyotes want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pulls it in on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. A little release to the back. Showing off the arm. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dingoes!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. He wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Davis. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out. It's foul. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Starkville. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Davis.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quarterback checking off. He's looking for a man on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The give and the run on 4th down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sacks.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, they're just going to draw me offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. But you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got his man down the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Stopped after making the catch.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field.
Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like...
Touchdown, Bulldog! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the globe for a long time. They're up by 21 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Flush down in the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a connection, and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Got a man. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Coyotes are rolling down the field. Gets it out fast. And he is a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On second down, just keeps firing. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. First down to start the drive after the break. They keep attacking through the air. He looks that one in nicely.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the
down.
And sure tackling there to keep it from getting to the first down marker.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. You take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Escapes the sack. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this offense has to find a way to run football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Shakes off the tackler.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll throw it on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not eat.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And, man, is that just an indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football season.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dingoes.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel...
Running toward the tape. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Second down coming up. Handoff to the lone back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. A run to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's got 93 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying the left side. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. With the clock running, this should be the final play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, and try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.